Welcome back, everyone, to our playthrough of the career mode here in NASCAR Heat 2. So it's time. It is playoff time. So we finally made it after 5 victories in the regular season. We sit alone at the top of the playoff standings as we get ready for round 1. So with us at the top, you can see 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all teammates. So Junior Motorsports will start in the top 4 spots. Then we go Eric Jones, Blake Cook, Daniel Suarez, and Ty Dillon, rounding out the top 8. And then the guys who need to make a move in order to move on after the first round will be Brennan Poole, Brendan Gaughan, Daniel Hemrick, and Jeremy Clements. Now, Jeremy Clements would seem to be the one in the least favorable position, not because he's 12th right now, but because his point standing during the regular season was definitely not good. He was by far the lowest there. But as we've talked about in the last few videos, as we've gotten closer to this point, every one of these drivers, all 12, have won at least one race, so they can do it. We'll just have to see how things play out. All right, let's move back to the race screen, and we can see Kentucky is up next. Now, I have made it no secret that I am not a big fan of Kentucky. The track itself is okay. I'm just not a big fan of the AI at the track. I'm going to have to be very aggressive there, which sometimes gets me in trouble, admittedly, but it's also fun. So let's go ahead and head to Kentucky. All right, before we start the race, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the setup, and I will begin by telling you that I ran no practice laps and no qualifying laps. I decided that I wanted to make things as difficult as possible on us, and starting in the back is as difficult as we can make it in order to make it difficult for us to pick up positions. Now, this is the identical setup that I ran here in our last trip to Kentucky, so let's see what we can do with it here. All right, green flag here in race 1 of round 1 of the playoffs. And I'm going to try to give these guys plenty of room here at the start, but also try to make up some spots. We've got 26 laps. Hopefully these guys will give me a little bit of room. Oh, or not, whichever. All right, maybe I need to give them more room. So we've got 26 laps to get it done. Ooh. Some interesting movements by the AI up there in front of us. So my goal is to try to get past as much of this as I can, as quickly as I can. All right, turn 3 and 4 here are generally what I would consider my nemesis of this track. We get through 1 and 2 very good, but turn 3 and 4 not nearly as good. And that's more me than it is the setup. Ooh, watch out. All right, so we started dead last. And let's see, give me some room here, guys. Okay, we got through there. Woo. I was a little worried. Thought we might have been 3 or 4 wide. We're up to 31st. All right, see if we continue our march on the high side. Again, we generally get really good runs through turns 1 and 2 and can make some passes. Still trying to run this 2nd or 3rd groove, give these guys room. Not too bad that time through 3 and 4. See if we can continue making up speed. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on, Darrell Wallace. Got a lot higher there than I wanted to be. That is called missing your mark on entry. All right, so they're trying to get down to 2 wide as we approach turn 1. All right, so far so good. I'm trying to be well behaved, and these guys are trying to be well behaved as well. Oh, really tight here. Really tight. So we're up to 27. And we'll keep working hard and see if we can get a lot more than that. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a really good run coming off of this corner. Very good run. Ooh, look at Brendan Gaughan get out of shape there. You can see above his name, he is in the playoffs. Ouch. We must have been 3 wide there. Appreciate my spotter keeping track of everything for me and just not bothering to tell me anything. All right, so far so good. We're holding our own this time through turn 3 and 4. Again, trying to hold these guys down as much as I can on the straightaway so I can get myself a better entry into turn 1 so that we can hopefully make some passes and runs like this through 1 and 2. All right, not bad. We're up to 21st after 9 laps. 17 more laps to go. Alright, he wanted to try to block us there. Drifting up the track as he was. Alright, really tight here. Let's see if we can hold it. Oh yeah, we're fine. So he's still below us. Oh, never mind. Now we're clear. Okay, so that gets us to the top 20. Now we can sort of reset. Got a little bit of open track. Let's see what we can do with the guys in front of us. Definitely doesn't look like we got the speed to be a winning car, nor do we have the laps to get there. However, we'll see what we can do with this. We got a really good run on net. Okay, this should get us up to his bumper. Drove it in too hard into turn 3. Let's see if we can hold our own. Get to him and draft him a little bit on the front stretch and try to clear him as we go through turn 1 and 2. You can see we get a great exit off that corner. So he comes back on us through 3 and 4, trying to get position on us. All right, a great run. This is where I got in trouble last time we were at this track. Coming off turn 2 there. This will not get us a good exit off the corner. Ooh, Amarola decided to take the high side and try to block there. So we'll definitely take that low side. All right, nice entry to the corner, nice exit. So we're up to 18th. And now it gets harder and harder to pass cars. Not only because each car we get to is faster, but also because they're a little bit more spread out. I can see there's a huge group in front of us if we've got time to get to them. Alright, now I'm going to start playing around to see just how hard I can drive it into the corner and how quickly I can get back to the throttle. Alright, that's a pretty good 3 and 4. Maybe about as good as I'm going to be able to do it with this particular setup. Alright, so he's giving us the bottom. You better continue to give us the bottom. Because if he blocks, I got news for him. I'm not lifting. Alright, so we're up to 17th, and you can see Daniel Hemrick is right in front of us, who I believe was 11th to start in points. So every position we can get, the better. We do have a nice cushion, but of course you prefer not to use the cushion at all. And if you did need to use some of it, you definitely prefer not to use it all in the first race of the round. So it looks like everybody has settled into a nice rhythm. Our goal here for these final 8 laps are going to be not only to pass Daniel Hemrick, but also to pass, to get ourselves up to that group of cars in front. Alright, he was about to try to come down and block there. I did not want that to happen. Unfortunately, he's going to beat us through 3 and 4. Alright, let's see if we can get him through turns 1 and 2. Too tight to keep my foot in it. Alright, so that definitely was not turns 1 and 2 I was looking for. Alright, we're catching these guys in front of us. Unfortunately, we may run out of time. Both Hemrick and myself are catching these guys, which is a very good sign for us. Alright, yep, I just don't have the speed on the high side at this point.
Still the bottom. Still a car out there.
Well, if I could get through turn 3 and 4 even decently, we would be running a lot better. All right, see if I can get to his inside going into turn 1. Oh! Nice block attempt. Didn't quite work out for you, though. All right, so step 1 has been accomplished. We got by Daniel Hemrick, at least as long as we can stay there. Ooh, very tight. So we're up to 16th, but of course a lot of positions lie right in front of us, and we got 4 laps to go get them. Alright, we ought to have a really good run coming off this corner. Alright, we need to get a lot more like that. Brennan Poole right in front of us, another playoff driver. So there's basically, what, 4, 5, 6 spots directly ahead of us. Oh, there we go. Another good run through the corner. Let's see if we can get underneath Brendan Poole.
Still a car out there. They're high. Get up there. Outside.
All right, Brendan Poole is going to come back on us. Looks like. give him plenty of room out there.
Stay low. Hold the steering wheel. Clear up top.
There's Jeremy Clement. So all of the playoff guys are up at the front, which is, of course, exactly what you would expect. Oh, all right, that was exactly where I was going to run.
Steady.
Clements looks like he had some big-time issues getting into the corner there. I don't think that was a block to us. I think that was more about him having trouble in turn 1 and 2. All right, we're coming down to our final laps. We're up to 14th. Oh, contact. All right, so we got Keselowski. I think that's Keselowski anyway. Let's see if we can get Dylan.
Hold your line.
Oh, trying to keep my foot in it. That was, oh, look out. Can I beat him to the line? We did. We got to 12th. Woo, that was hard fought for sure. A very hard fought 12th place. Once again, a fun last couple of laps. So of course 12th is not where we want to be in the playoffs. We can make some adjustments to the setup that will help out with that. But overall, 12th place in the first race at Kentucky, given the setup we were using, pretty good. We'll take that and we'll take a look at the point standings and see exactly where that puts us and how much of our cushion we used. Okay, not bad. We're still 27 points above the cushion. We're back to third now. Of course, William Byron gets the victory. That's huge for him. That automatically advances him to the next round. Elliott Sadler is now ahead of us in the points, but overall, we are in very good shape. Brendan Gaughan, a big loser there. He's down 14 points below the cutoff line. But realistically, we saw several of these guys during the race and were able to get by them, and that always helps your points position whenever you finish ahead of the guys that you're fighting. So very, very good race considering. Fastest lap, Cole Custer, which has got to be pretty disappointing for him to run some good laps and not be in the playoffs. But overall, a nice and steady race 1 of the playoffs. Again, not the speed we want. We want to be up there contending for top 5s and victories, but overall, not bad at all. Now, we go to Dover. Absolutely love Dover. It might as well be a short track to me, but we're going to have to run it really hard, and it's going to be really hard to make up spots there. Track is very narrow, particularly coming off the corners, so should be a lot of fun. But of course, that will be in our next video. For now, thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned for more of our playthrough of NASCAR Heat 2.